Hi guys, did you miss me? I guess you didn't. So here I am again, and I have created a simple travel website using HTML and CSS. And as you see here, I have a logo, Joy Travel. This is my company that I'm going to create in the future, very next future, very close future. So after that we have here our buttons, I mean the menus or tabs that I put a nice hover on effect on, and we also have the sign in button. And after that, for some reason it works now, but for some reasons it don't work sometimes, because it may be because the recorder, but you see that we have this nice effects on. So after that, here we have content, which is divided into two parts, and a text and pictures. This is maybe gonna be a small project, but this is really going to help you to understand about organizing things in a web page. And after that, here we have a button. So you see that whenever I hover on, it changed into color. Here we have two images, which these images are these are just images, but you notice there is a little text, and the user may gonna take curious that what are these going to be. But and if the user gonna move on, you could see that we put a nice effect on this background, and it's going to change to dark color, and the user will be unable to read this text, which is USA is the best country for traveling. Of course, all country has its beauty, but I just put a random text here. So let's create it out. And also I should mention that I just created it using HTML and CSS. I don't know if I mentioned it before, because it's too many times that I'm recording this video, about 5 times. This is the fifth times. So here I have already created a folder called Simple Travel Web site using HTML and CSS, and inside this we have an image, which are all the images that we need here. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create an index.html file. So I'm going to say index.html, and we're going to get rid of this red one. So I'm going to just type HTML, and if I just press on HTML5, this is going to generate this template for us, and then I'm going to change its title to simple website using HTML and CSS. And inside the body, I'm going to create a container. So I'm going to say container, and this container is going to hold a nav bar. So I'm going to say nav bar. .navbar. Actually, this is a class, not a tag. And inside this, I'm going to create another div. I'm going to call it logo, and inside this logo, I'm just going to pass an h1, and this is going to be Joy Travel. Now, in all of my tutorials, I mentioned that here you can install extensions, which I've installed an extension called live server, and using this you'll be able to run your code live and see the changes directly in a web page. So after you have it installed, you will have the ability to right click on and click on an open with live server. This is going to open your project in a web browser, and you could see all the changes that you're going to do in your code. And after this, a logo here. After this, I'm going to create a nav tag. This is a nav tag. And inside this nav tag, I'm going to create an UL, and inside this ULLI, and in this LI a tag, this is going to refer to nowhere, and inside this, we're just going to pass whom. So we need to duplicate this. To do so, Shift Alt down key, and we're going to change it to services. I don't know why I put these li tags, but this is just going to tell you or explains for you how to organize things in a web page. So I'm just gonna say contact us, and we're gonna say also about us. I wish that there was an easy way for changing capitalize and changing changing a small letter to capital letter, because it just takes me too much time, and also my talking takes too much time. And here I'm gonna say sign in. So for the sign in, I'm gonna give it a, oh, what happened? For the sign in, I'm gonna give it a class. This class is going to call sign in. So, and after that, we're gonna get out of this div. I'm just click on, if it's was able to click here, possible, not visible. So out of this, we're gonna create our content. So here I'm gonna come and create, I stopped saying came. Did you notice? Content, not container. And this, inside this, it is content. So inside this, you notice we have two sides in this web page, the left side and the right side. So we're gonna divide it using the divs. So I'm gonna say div.left side, and inside this left side, we're gonna have a left side content. And inside this left side content, we're gonna have each one. And this, we're gonna say travel to different countries by travel. Yeah, and after this, we're gonna have a p tag. So inside this p tag, we need a random text. To do so, I'm gonna use Word document here. I open up the Word to just get random text from. Open it up faster because we are in a hurry. And here I'm gonna click on a blank document, but first we need to get rid of this first blank document. I'm just gonna type rand int. Come on, baby. Is it the time to hang? Now we do have this text. Sorry for hanging my computer, and I'll apologize too. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it down here, and if I save it, and here I have to active the word wrap. So after this, we done. No, we are not done with this. I'm gonna create a button here. So I'm gonna say start traveling. So after this, I'm gonna click on this to notice we're in an app, and we're gonna create another div, which is going to be our right side content. So I'm gonna say dot right side to create its class, and there's div for us. And we're gonna say dot right, and you know, before, so I'm gonna say right side. Oh god, right side content, and at the end I type it wrong. Right side content, and inside this we're gonna have a div which is called image wrapper. This is going to wrap our images, not just image, but this is going to be the wrapper for the both of the images. So inside this, we're just gonna say we're gonna create a class called image, and inside this image we're gonna directly dive in image. We're gonna give it a source, and it's going to be inside the images, and a background too. We're gonna give it no alt. And after this, I'm gonna just create an each one, not an each one, a p tag, sorry. I'm gonna say p, is it capital? So inside this p tag, we're gonna do nothing. I'm gonna delete it again. I'm gonna create a div here. So I'm gonna say div, and this div, it's going to have the image title. So inside this image title, we can now have our p tag, and this p tag is going to be USA is, what was it? Is one of the best country for traveling. Yeah. Now done. I'm gonna close this and go in a web page to see how it's look like. For now, I'm just gonna get rid of this image. Comment it out. It's time to install it a little more. To do so, we have to create a style.css file. And now we have to link it up with our HTML. So at the top, from the top, I hate this sign. I'm gonna say link, and we're gonna say style.css. Now in the CSS, we're gonna select everything. So I'm gonna say everything, and we're gonna set its margin to 0, padding to 0, and also its font family is going to be this one. Yeah, so this is not going to change anything in our browser, but it just get rid of the padding and margin, also the font family. If you notice, the font family is different from the first one. And now I'm gonna select the container. So I'm gonna say container, and inside this container we're gonna give it a width of 100% and a height of 100 VH, vertical height, and the background, which is background is a U image. I'm gonna say image, and background .jpg. I don't know if it's JPG or JPEG. And we're gonna give it a background position. So I'm gonna say background position, it's going to be to the center, and background size, it's going to be a cover. Yeah, here we do have it. And after this, we're gonna select the nav bar. So I'm gonna say nav bar, and inside this nav bar, we're gonna give it a height of 10%, a display of a flex, and align everything to the center. Align items to center, and we're gonna give it a background color, and this is not going to be an RGBA normal RGB color. It is RGBA, what it has at the end something called like opacity. I don't know if you guys know about the opacity property. Just going to blur your or decrease the lightness, or I don't know what's called, but it just decrease the lightness of, or the what it called. So I will, if I remember, I'll explain it for you. So we're gonna give it a color. This color is going to be 56, and as the same for all of them. And the last one is going to be 0.5. There we have it. You notice that this is not exactly this color. It is a little lighter than this one. And after that, we have to select our nav bar. So I'm gonna say nav, and we select the nav tag and not the nav class. We already select the nav class. Here you notice that I put a dot here. You don't have to pass a dot before the tags, the tags and HTML if you're gonna select them. So here I'm gonna give it a flex of 1, a text line off the right, a line to the right, and also we're gonna give it a margin left off, margin right off to RM. There we have this, and we now have to change this to vertical. So I'm gonna say nav li ULLI, and we're gonna set that 6 decoration list style to none, list style to none. And if you don't know about the list style, this is going to get rid of this dots here. Oh god, the texts are here, but the dots left here. So now if I save it, you will see that we don't have these dots here. And after this, I'm gonna give it a display of inline block, because we want to inline block, and now it's going to put it in a vertical mode. Yeah, here we have it. And after this, we're gonna give it a margin left off to RM. We're gonna give it a font size, and its font size is going to be 1 RM, and font weight to bold. Yeah, and after that I'm gonna copy this. We're gonna select the A tag because we want to get rid of this ugly color and also this underline that we do have by default in our anchor tag. So we're gonna give it a color of RGB, and this is going to be 288. Copy and paste it further. Oh, sorry. Copy this, Control C. Do it for the rest. I don't know if it's gonna jump here. No, it didn't. Now we have this color. This is not exactly white. It's some color close to white, closer. So, and also we're gonna get rid of text decoration because I don't want that underline, that ugly underline. Now done. And after this, we forget to design the logo here. To do so, I'm gonna select the logo here, logo, and inside this we're gonna give it a color, and this color is going to be this one. Copy, paste it down here. And after that we're gonna give it a margin left, and this is going to be one area. And we're gonna set the cursor to the pointer. Now it changed. It's time to design the sign in. So to do it, I'm gonna select the sign in and then the style.css. So I'm gonna say dot sign in, and we're gonna give it a background. And this background is going to be an RGB color, and this is going to be 400 and 241. Copy this, paste it for the rest too. No. This is 3, and this one is 41. Not 97 actually. Sorry. Now we're gonna give it a padding and margin to make it right. So I'm just gonna say padding of 10 pixel. This is going to give it a padding, and also border radius of 3 pixel. There we have it. Did I give it a color? Sign in color. I didn't give it. So I'm just gonna copy. No. Yeah. This color from here. Copy all of it. Control C. Change it to Control V. If you notice, this is exactly white, and now it changed to a darker white. And now we have to put its hover effect. So I'm gonna say dot sign and whenever we hover on, so to hover on, we're just gonna set its color to the white. That's the easiest things I could do. Why did it change? I can change it to the red. Yeah, it does change, but the color is not that much to the change gets visible the gamma that we want. So I'm just gonna give it a color of blue like. Yeah, now change to the red. It really looks ugly. So here I'm gonna select a whiter color. Not exactly white, but this one. And for now, we're gonna set its color to the white exactly. And now if I move my cursor on, you could notice the changes here. And now we have to put the hover effect for these things. And also this is actually accurate, so sudden. We'll fix it. So we're gonna select the ULLI. Nav ULLI. And from the ULLI, I'm just gonna copy this and comment it down, paste it down here, and whenever we hover on, do something on a tag. And what we want to do is to set its color to we're gonna do this. No, what colors was? Control space is going to propose you some colors. This one. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of this. Now if I move my cursor on, you could see that it changed. And we're gonna give it a transition too, so I'm gonna say transition, and we're gonna change select the color and give it a 0.5 second transition. Now it gets good. And we have to give a transition for the sign in too. So I'm gonna go and hover and copy this, Control C, and paste it down here. Move on. This also changed the way that we want. Now it's time to design our content. To do so, I'm just gonna select the content. So I'm gonna say content, and we're gonna set its display to flex, and we're gonna give it a color of white, and also we're gonna give it a font weight of bold. The next thing we're gonna do is to give it a margin top of 24, margin top 24 VH, and a padding of 20 pixel. Yeah, now it's put it at the here. We do have here, but we're gonna fix it now. So after this, we're gonna select the content of left side. So I'm gonna say content, and from the content, select the left side. And here what we wanted to do is to set its flex to 1, because we want to have the same for the both of them, and a margin of 10 pixel. So I'm just gonna copy this, copy and paste it down here, and we're gonna set it to the right side too. Right side. Now you see that there the gates fixed, and everything is done. Now we have to design this button a little more. So on the left side, I'm just gonna copy this and select the button. Control V, and from this select the button. We're gonna give it a padding of 10 pixel from the top and bottom, and 15 pixel from the sides, and we're gonna give it a margin of a 0.5 rem, and we're gonna give it a border radius 2, and its border radius is going to be 6 pixel, and we're gonna give it a background of transparent, and its font size is going to be 16 pixel, and its color is going to be an RGB color, and this is going to be this one. And and what we want to do is we're gonna give it a font width of bold. There we go. We have to pass its hover effect too, so I'm just gonna copy this, paste it down here, and give it a hover. And whenever we hover on, we just want to change the color to this color, and we're gonna give it a transition. So I'm gonna say transition of the color to get takes to 0.5 second. And done. Now it's time to install our image here. To do so, I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna comment this. This is making our web page really looking ugly, and I'm just gonna copy and paste it 2 times because we have 2 pictures here. So I'm just gonna copy this and come at it here and paste it down here. So I'm gonna go and install because it's really looking bad. I'm not gonna dive in. I did. So here I'm gonna select the image. It's image, not the image class. So inside this, we're gonna give it a width of 200 pixel, and we're gonna give it also a height of 200 pixel. I know that this is not going to look better, but I'm just gonna do it margin of 10 pixel, and border of solid border solid at 2 pixel, and its color is going to be, if it's purpose me a color, so I'm going to say RGB, and its color is going to be like this. And after that, we're going to give it a border radius, and its border radius is going to be 6 pixel. Background position to the center. This is not a background to make it center. Now it's looking like this. We're gonna fix it and set the display to flex. I'm just gonna copy. No, left side. We need the right side, so I'm just gonna copy this and change to copy this. Do you have in your language? We do have it. This means no. Or something like this. It's awesome, nah? All right, the right side. So what we want to do on the right side, from the right side, for the right side, we select the, if I just put the right side here, we don't need the content. So here, what I want to do is to set its display to flex and justify content to center. This is going to fix our pictures for us. Come on. No, it didn't, so we have to select it right here. I said. So I'm gonna select it in its proper way. Style.css, type the, select the, from the right side, and from the right side, select the right side and content. Now it's fixed it, and we have to change this also. So to change it, I'm just gonna put a background of 3 here. Ta-da! It changed. And now these texts are bothering this, so I'm gonna come here and just select the image and set its position to relative. I told you to go and learn about the positioning. I don't know if you guys will go and learn it. And if you don't know about the position, you can really design your web page that you really need to do. I set this position to relative because we want to have no struggle while moving this text up to these images. So, and now we're gonna select the images dot image, and from the image select the image or image. I don't know if it's image or image. This image title, it's image. So I'm just gonna paste it down here, and after that we're gonna select the p tag. So we're gonna set its position to absolute to move this paragraph up to this pictures. Even you could move it using a relative, you will have no struggle to move it. No, if you set its position to absolute, but this is going to fix your paragraph according to the entire web page, not just according to this image. If you want to this be relative to this image, this tag relative to this image, or I mean position it according to this one, you have to pass position relative to this one and position absolute to this one. I know that this takes too much time to explain this, but I just explain it to make a little more sense. So I'm gonna say width to 100% pixel actually, and its height is going to be 40 pixel. It's text align to the center. In the top to 30%. I told you have access to top and bottom if you're going to use the position of absolute or relative, and from the left it's going to be 30%. Yeah, now we have our text on our image. May you wonder that how I put these at the middle of this image. I tried it too many times. Don't think that I just put it in one try. I tried it too many times. Now I have the right things. If you are designing your web page and it takes too much time to putting your text at the center or put it in a right position, don't think you are bad at coding. You're not bad at coding. This is not a live coding. I'm just copy and pasting and explaining things now, and this is the reason that they put it. I guess that I put 15 minutes just by centering these because it got too much time to fix things here. So if you takes too much time, don't worry about. I guess that this video is really getting too longer, so I'm gonna just select the image img, and we're gonna put a hover effect on. So I'm gonna say hover, and I'm gonna filter and set its brightness to something like 10%, and we're gonna give it a cursor of pointer, and also we're gonna give it a transition because we don't want it to move fastly. So we want to give a transition to the filter. How much time do you want to take? We want to 0.5 actually second. Don't forget to pass this S at the end of it, because too many times, even while recording this tutorial, I forget to pass the second here, and I record this over again, and it really annoys me. Now if I go here and everything is the same that we want, and this is looking like this project, I don't know if there is a change. There is a problem that this text is whiter than this one. You could change it. So I'm just gonna come here in a p tag. In this p tag, we're gonna give it a color. So I'm just gonna go here and copy that color. What was that color? This one. Copy this color. Do you want me to sing for you? I know too many songs. Yeah, it's color change, and now these are looking the same. So here we just gave the padding. It doesn't matter. It looks even better than this one. So this was for our tutorial, and I hope you guys learned something. And I'm sorry that this video is got long, but I guess that you really had a great time with me. And to watch tutorials like these and have fun with me and really enjoy learning, just subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up, because using that you will help me to improve my channel and also get rich. This is the only hope. The YouTube is the only hope of mine to get rich. Take care. Hi guys.